What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise and day 2 of our inaugural league launch week for 2024. This week is all about top 5s, and today's video is all about the 5 best bowling balls for speed dominant bowlers. We're just getting started, so be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of our league launch content coming later this week. But before we dive in, just a couple of things you don't want to miss. First, we're doing a huge giveaway this week. 3 bowling balls, 1 from each major brand, and an Apparel EFX jersey as well. To sign up, I actually have a link below to a short survey to help us make our channel even better. So if you could please fill that out, I promise we'll make it worth your time. Well, at least for 4 of you. Also, I'm happy to announce that Bowler's Paradise has officially partnered with Apparel EFX as our official jersey provider. That means that if you use the code BEN10 at checkout at efx.co, you'll get that 10% off. I'm a huge believer that the community that we've created with all of you here at Bowler's Paradise together really does have some power, and this is honestly an experiment to see if it does. So if you're in the jersey market and want to help out the channel, be sure to use that discount code at checkout and get 10% off your entire order. Lastly, this list is sorted by rev rate for our speed dominant players. So if your rev rate is low, you're most likely to match up with the first couple of picks. And as your rev rate gets higher and higher, closer to about 350, picks numbers 4 and 5 might be the ones for you. But that's enough out of me. So let's get into our top 5 bowling balls for speed dominant bowlers to begin the 2024 league season. Leading off our list is the Radical Max Bias. The reigning champion of our most recent list of the 5 strongest bowling balls, the Max Bias pushes the limits of both core and cover technology to produce maximum traction on the lanes. Headlined by the Maximum Results core and its industry-leading 030 intermediate differential, the Max Bias introduces us to the new HK22 Plus textured hybrid cover stock, which is finished to an insanely dull 1500 grit out of the box. In years past, that level of hook potential would have made this one usable on heavy oil, but that'd be about it. However, the Max Bias is effectively strong through the front part of the lane, which means that speed dominant players, even with the lowest of rev rates, won't struggle to get this one to the pocket with authority. Next on our list of the 5 best bowling balls for speed dominant players is the new Storm Ion Max. This one on paper is the strongest bowling ball Storm has ever created, combining the strength of the NRG solid cover stock with a juiced up Element Max AI core. What's more, this one ships out of the box at a very dull 2000 grit, but doesn't really show its true potential until you work it in a bit. Basically, this piece was designed to spin fast and dig through oil, so speed dominant players have the option to either drill this one weak and play it in the friction, or drill it strong and cover more boards than they probably ever have before. Either way, the Ion Max is ready to do the heavy lifting for our speed dominant and low rev players to knock all 10 pins straight into the pit. Sitting in the middle position of our list is the Rotogrip XL. The XL stands on the shoulders of the giants that came before it and advances the performance of Rotogrip's HP4 lineup into the new era for Storm products. On the outside of this one is the E-Trax Ultra cover stock, which is basically a juiced up and solid version of what was on the Attention Star. And then on the inside is the familiar Nucleus core, but again, juiced up by their AI core technology. What that all translates into on the lanes is a shape that rolls early, but does a great job holding pocket. So speed dominant players, especially those that have a little bit of rev rate, are very likely to see an increase in their carry percentage on house and sport conditions alike as a result of adding this one to their arsenal. Fourth on our list is the Hammer Pure Envy. This late addition to the list isn't even on the market as of yet, but when that release date comes, I would expect speed dominant players to eat this one up. Powered inside by the same launcher core as featured on the original Envy, this all-new Pure Envy features a hybrid version of the cover that was previously featured on the Hammer Effect. To be honest, I think the cohesion additive in this one might be the best thing in bowling technology in quite some time, and especially for speed dominant players, as it allows these very strong cover bowling balls to be functional in high friction areas. That means that the Pure Envy can be that piece that handles transition for speed dominant players, as it's still strong and rolls quite well, but doesn't require you to move into the heart of the lane to contend with a cliff of oil. And rounding out our list is, well, is this the ball of the year so far? The all-new Hammer Effect flipped the world of bowling technology on its head just a few months ago, and even though I think it's effective in the hands of many different kinds of players, this one absolutely crushes the pins for speed dominant players. This combination of the new Huntsman core with the HK22 Cohesion Pro cover balances that core and cover strength to the point that this one can be used on fresh and burned conditions alike, all while being one of the most continuous asymmetric bowling balls I've ever seen. Speed dominant players are sure to find success with the effect after some friction is there to use, and can be the piece that they need to move in and cover some area with when the time is right. And that level of versatility for these players is unmatched on the market today. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 bowling balls for speed dominant bowlers here in the fall of 2024. What do you think? Did I get it right? Which one did I miss? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you get out of here though, be sure you enter our league launch giveaway via the link in the description. While you're down there, catch that subscribe button, and of course, as always, remember, having the right ball in your hands, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.